Welcome to Western Australia!
You come from a land down under, where women glow and men wonder.
Hi guys, we are in Perth, capital of Western Australia, and we've been here for a few days now. We've arrived pretty late at night, so from the airport we went straight to our hotel. Things to know about when arriving at the airport: really easy. You just catch the airport line train, and with only $5 it gets you to the city center of Perth, so pretty easy and super cheap comparing to Sydney. And we have used the following day to visit the whole city. We walked probably around like 15 kilometers all day. Like in the evening, our feet were so sore, but we didn't care. We walked around. It's a very walkable city, so we managed to go around everywhere without any train or bus, so it was pretty easy. Walking around the city center, you can see a bit of old style and super new style architecture. Is really nice. Perth is a pretty new city, always in development. I've been here a few years ago and it was totally different, so it's nice to see how it's changing. So we went a bit through the city center to see a bit of the parks and the churches and the architecture, and then we walked along the river to walk up till the botanical gardens, which is where we are now. Very nice. You have a beautiful view of the city, panoramic. You can take a lot of pictures and videos. And it's nice because you can also visit the botanical gardens area and the war memorial area, which is just behind me at the moment. And what we really liked about this memorial area are the little handmade poppies that are around the memorial fountain. It's about 60,000 of them, and they've been made to remember all those people who have died during the wars. As I said, it's pretty easy to walk around. You won't need a lot of days here. Actually, we did everything in one day. Maybe we squeezed it a little bit, but I think a couple of days, one night, it's enough. And we've been here around Christmas time, just before Christmas, so we had the opportunity to see all the lights at night. It was really nice to see all the buildings lighting up with Christmas lights and decorations, even if I have to say that, even if we've been living in Australia for like 10 years now, it's really hard to cope with a warm Christmas, so it doesn't feel real. Like, we come from Italy, so obviously we are used to snow and cold, and here it's so different. But they were really nice, really cute. And obviously, the most important part that we need to talk about is food. We have found amazing food here in Perth. Probably, I would say 2 out of the 3 restaurants that we have tried have gone straight to our top 10 chart of everywhere in the world. We loved so much these restaurants. The first one was Vego Delish, Vietnamese style, probably the most amazing one. We've been there twice because we wanted to try pretty much everything, and we did. And we suggest you to do the same. Staff was amazing, super friendly. The place is super colorful, and the food, guys, is just unbelievable, out of this world. And also quite affordable, I have to say, so you can basically order as much as you like without spending too much. Super recommended. The second one we've tried just for breakfast was Flora and Fauna. Nice, a bit expensive, but the dish is very colorful and quite good, I have to say. The third one that we have tried is Kaze Bento. From the name, you understand it's Japanese. It's not a 100% vegan restaurant, but they have recently launched this very extended vegan menu with a lot of options. We couldn't really pick what to try because everything looked really interesting. We picked a few dishes that were one better than the other one. That's another restaurant that I would have loved to visit again, but we didn't have enough time, unfortunately. It's about 15 minutes out from the city center, but it's really easy to get there just with a bus, which will stop in front of the restaurant and you'll be ready to eat. We have used Perth as our base to visit all the surroundings. With a 30-minute train ride, you get to Fremantle, which is a nice little town on the sea. And we went there on a Sunday because we wanted to visit the weekend markets. They were a bit busy, I have to say, but really cute. There was a bit of everything: food, local products, handmade items. It was really nice and cute. One of those little markets that you can find on a seaside town. Really nice. We liked it a lot. It's a pretty walkable city as well. We walked down to the southern part of Fremantle to see all the street art, very beautiful. And once back in town, we went back to our accommodation, which is a bit different from what you normally expect. It's inside the famous Fremantle Prison. So they dedicated an area to a hostel. So we had the chance to actually sleep in one of those cells, where like they used to be prison cells. And I don't know, it felt fascinating and also a bit like sad to see the conditions they were forced to. I mean, it's a prison, but still, like it was like a real prison, not like the ones of these days with TV and stuff like that. Like it was a real prison. So really small cell, bunk beds, but it was very fascinating. We really liked that. And then on the side of it, because it's part of it, you can visit the prison itself. But the real reason why we went to Fremantle is because from there, you get a ferry, and in 30 minutes, you get to Rottnest Island. Rottnest Island is a little island, only about 30 minutes ferry from Fremantle. We got the ferry very early in the morning so that we could arrive and enjoy as many hours as possible in this place. You can either do a day trip. Many people do that because apparently accommodations are a bit expensive here. But you can also stay. That's what we did. We stayed 3 days, and this place is just unbelievable. It's one of the most untouched islands, in my opinion. The water is beautiful. It looks like swimming pool everywhere. But the most famous thing about Rottnest Island are little quokkas. These little animals, they're super cute, and they are the only mammal living on the island. This is the only place in Australia where you can find them, and their conservation is very important. If you go around the island, you will see signs everywhere asking not to feed them, not to touch them, just to make sure that the conservation of the species can go on. They are marsupials, so you will see around all the moms with the little babies inside. They're super cute, they're very friendly. So if you just sit down, they will just come to you, make a selfie. Apparently they've been named the happiest animal in the world because they look like they smile. You can go around the island either with bicycle or as we did, because you know we love electric scooters, so we hired one. There is a place on the island where you can hire them. They're about $70 per day, but it's so worth it because the island is actually bigger than you think. Believe me, with bicycle it can be very hard to go around all the island, while with the electric scooter it's so much better. So if you want to hire one, we absolutely recommend to go to the hiring place early in the morning because there are only a limited amount of them, and you want to be there first. First in, best served. You cannot book ahead, unfortunately, so we've been lucky enough to go all around the island with electric scooters. If you're staying just for the day, we obviously recommend to arrive very early in the morning. I think the first ferry is around like 7 a.m. and stay all the day till the evening. I think the last ferry is around 7 p.m., something like that. And enjoy the full day here. You can snorkel, you can just go around, you can just chill on the beach, or you can just spend the whole day making selfies with the Quokkas. If you're hungry, now, this is a different story. So unfortunately, the island is not super vegan friendly, but you can still find something. On the island, there are 2 general stores that are like little supermarkets. And actually we found nice pre-packed salads, but they're actually really good and they're not too expensive because everything here is super expensive, unfortunately. And they also have other options that you can find there just for a quick snack. While if you're staying for a few days, it might get trickier because the restaurants that are on the island, first of all, they close really early. And for us, it's always a shock because in Italy, like at 8 p.m., we go out and have dinner, and here is already, everything is closed already. But there are still some options. But we have decided, as we've been here for a couple of days, we had our room and we just decided to make our own meals with the groceries that we got from the general store. There is a little city center. There are a few shops there, and there is like a bakery, there's a Subway, there is a pizza shop together with the general store. So you can still find something. Prices are quite high, so be prepared. Or our best recommendation, if you're staying for a day, just bring your own lunch box from Perth or from Fremantle, wherever you start your journey from, because it would be better and you won't be hungry all day. Just for one night, we actually decided to go out for dinner. I said, okay, let's go out for dinner. And what a disaster. We only found pretty much chips, which are vegans' best friend everywhere in the world. And then there was a pizza margherita, but obviously you want to remove the cheese. So basically it was just a pizza base with a little bit of tomato on top for like, I don't know how many dollars, too many. Yeah, so bring your own food or make a lot of groceries at the general shop, but it's expensive as well, so I don't know, it's a bit hard. Vegans issues. As I said, we've been here for a couple of days, so I cannot wait to show you the beautiful eco-friendly accommodation where we've stayed. Discovery Rottnest Island, it's an eco-sustainable glamping. And every eco-tent has a minimal impact on the surrounding environment. That's because they're also made from sustainable materials and they are designed for natural airflow so that the sea breeze gets inside and you feel cool all the time. Everything inside has been designed following eco-friendly rules. All the materials are recycled or coming from sustainable sources. And even the toiletries are super eco-friendly. So we really like this aspect of the resort. And just for this reason, we couldn't recommend it enough. The resort is situated on Pinky Beach, and already the name can tell you the reason why it's named like that. At sunset time, this beach turns into a pink paradise and you just cannot take enough picture of that beautiful view. Same view that you can see from their on-site restaurant, which is named Pinky's, obviously, that offers a beautiful breakfast in the morning. So if you're staying overnight, breakfast is included and it's a buffet breakfast, so pretty dangerous because you're gonna eat so much. But the good news is that there are quite a few vegan options. So even if on the rest of the island you might have issues to find food, just eat a lot of food in the morning and you'll be fine until dinner time. The resort is located about 1 kilometer away from the ferry terminal, and actually the ferry company can deliver your luggage for you for free. So it's even easier for you to just arrive on the island even in the morning. Your luggage will be safe already at the resort, and you can just spend the day on the island without worry about carrying your large luggage. Just at walking distance from the resort, there is a very beautiful little beach, and the name is the Basin, and we have actually done some snorkeling there. We've seen a lot of fish, and it's been amazing, and literally it's only a couple of minutes walking, so you don't even need a bicycle or anything. Just from the resort, it's really easy. But if you don't feel like going to the beach, Discovery Rottnest Island actually has a beautiful swimming pool on site, and you can have your cocktail there and just chill for the day. We've done that, so we can definitely recommend it. Pink is actually also open for lunch and dinner. Unfortunately, the vegan options are not many, so maybe it just could be good just for a snack. Please remember, on the island everything is a bit pricey, so expect to pay a bit more than you usually pay inland in Australia, on the continent. Because yeah, here everything is like that. We just tried a couple of dishes just as an aperitif. And actually I have to say that the cocktails are really good. We had a couple of them. Obviously they're both pink because we wanted to stay in the mood, and they were actually really good. And one of them is actually labeled as vegan because they use aquafaba, and it's really, really good. I definitely recommend it. Every tent also has a little kitchenette inside with all the kitchen tools. So if you want to cook your own stuff, you can use the on-site barbecue and just have your meal outside in the beautiful veranda that every tent has just outside. We actually had a great time at Discovery Rottnest Island. The staff was amazing. We had a beautiful time, and obviously we cannot recommend it enough, and we cannot wait to come back in the future. Oh, hey, we. It's. We actually had a. Oh! Devo parlare! Vai! We actually had a great time at this. Are you serious? Stuff. Ciao!